Dubai just shocked the world by approving a plan that will rewrite aviation history, a $35 billion mega project to build Al Maktoum International into the largest airport ever constructed. We're talking about 400 gates, 5 parallel runways, and enough capacity to move 260 million passengers a year, nearly triple the world's busiest airport today. Why now? Because Dubai's existing hub just hit 92.3 million travelers, and there's literally no more room to grow. But can even Dubai pull off a feat on this scale, or will the world's ultimate airport become its most ambitious gamble? Here's what's really driving this race, and what could go wrong. In April 2024, Dubai's cabinet gave final approval to a project that dwarfs anything the aviation world has seen. The government signed off on a staggering 128 billion dirhams, about $35 billion US, for a single airport. This isn't just a headline number, it's a direct response to a crunch that's been building for years. Dubai International, the city's current hub, just shattered its own record, handling 92.3 million passengers in 2024. That's more than any airport outside the United States, and it's still climbing. But here's the hard limit. DXB is hemmed in on every side by highways, city blocks, and the desert. There's no room to add another runway, no space for new terminals, no way to squeeze in another million travelers. Every day, airlines fight for landing slots, and the queues on the tarmac stretch longer. The pressure is relentless. Airlines have warned that if growth keeps up, Dubai could lose its edge as a global connector. That's why the government moved so fast, and why the world's attention locked on this announcement. This isn't just about beating old records, it's about building an airport that can handle the next century of travel before the current one grinds to a halt. The stakes are enormous, not just for Dubai, but for the entire global aviation network. And with the green light now official, the countdown to the world's largest airport has already begun. 400 aircraft gates. That's the number Dubai's new airport will offer, more than double what you'll find at any other airport on Earth. Each gate is designed to handle the world's biggest jets, from A380 to future wide-bodies not even flying yet. But gates are just the beginning. 5 parallel runways stretch across the desert, built for non-stop arrivals and departures. At peak, these runways can support up to 100 aircraft movements at once. That's a takeoff or landing nearly every 30 seconds round the clock. The backbone of the passenger experience is 4 colossal concourses, each measuring 2.7 kilometers long. To put that in perspective, every single concourse is about the length of all 3 terminals at Dubai International combined. These aren't just long, they're wide, stacked, and engineered for tens of millions of travelers to move smoothly without gridlock or confusion. The first of these mega concourses is already in the works, setting the template for the others to follow. Phase 1 alone will open the doors to 150 million passengers each year. That's more than Heathrow, JFK, and Singapore Changi combined. On the cargo side, the airport is built to move up to 13 million tons annually, enough to keep global supply chains humming and Dubai at the center of East-West trade. This isn't just an airport, it's a machine for moving people and goods on a scale the world has never seen. Every number here is a record breaker, and every record is about to be rewritten. Paul Griffiths, the CEO of Dubai Airports, has a simple rule for handling a project this massive: break it down. Instead of one sprawling terminal, the new airport is split into 8 distinct modules, each with its own arrivals, departures, and transfer routes. This is the 8 airports in one idea. The point isn't just to impress with size, but to make sure every traveler can find their way quickly, no matter how busy it gets. Each zone is designed to feel manageable, with clear signage, intuitive pathways, and minimal walking distances. Even at full tilt, the airport can process up to 100 aircraft movements at peak, yet the flow on the ground is engineered to feel almost calm. Behind the scenes, advanced AI tools monitor passenger flows, predict congestion, and automatically adjust everything from escalator speeds to climate settings. The system learns in real time. If one area starts to crowd, digital wayfinding nudges people to quieter corridors. Baggage moves on smart conveyors that track every bag's journey, aiming to keep mishandled luggage rates among the lowest in the world. For travelers, this means less time spent in queues and more time with feet up, even as millions pass through each month. The modular approach also means the airport can flex as needed. If one concourse needs maintenance, the others keep humming. For families, business travelers, and even airport staff, the human-scale design is meant to shrink the distance between arrival and departure, literally and figuratively. This is how Dubai aims to deliver comfort and clarity, even at the world's busiest crossroads. The airport isn't just a terminal in the desert, it's the centerpiece of a connected city. Dubai South is rising around the runways, with plans for live work neighborhoods, business parks, and a logistics engine wrapped into one massive urban zone. But here's what sets it apart. Nearly every square meter is designed for movement. The Dubai Logistics Corridor links the airport directly to Jebel Ali Port and the JAFZA Free Zone, creating a bonded customs route where cargo can shift from ship to plane in as little as 4 hours. That's a supply chain on fast forward, shrinking delays and turning Dubai into a true crossroads for global trade. On the passenger side, seamless connections are in the blueprint. The master plan calls for a new Etihad rail station integrated into the main terminal, along with future Dubai metro extensions aimed squarely at the airport's front door. These aren't just lines on a map, they're meant to move millions, travelers, airport staff, and city residents without gridlock. Official statements peg full rail and metro integration to the 2032 terminal opening, not before. Until then, road access will do the heavy lifting, but the long game is clear. Drop off a container at the port, hop a train to the airport, or step from your apartment in Dubai South straight into the world's largest terminal. In theory, it's a city and an airport, fused into a single, frictionless machine. Every airport mega project comes with its own set of hard lessons, and Dubai's record-breaking plan is no exception. Timelines this ambitious almost never run like clockwork. Just look at Berlin-Brandenburg or Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi, where opening days slipped by years. The risk isn't just in pouring concrete. Moving an entire global hub, airlines, maintenance, cargo, IT, without missing a beat is a logistical high-wire act. During the switch from Istanbul's Ataturk to its new airport, even a weekend move required months of rehearsals to prevent chaos. For Dubai, any delay or hiccup could force both DXB and DWC to operate at full tilt, straining resources and confusing travelers. And with metro and rail connections only promised for 2032, the early years could see long traffic jams as millions rely on highways to reach the new terminal. These are the pressure points everyone in the industry is watching. Concourse 1 is the next big milestone. Major contracts for its superstructure and the main terminal are now in the final stages of tender, with awards expected by the end of 2025. Early groundwork has already started, but the real test will come as construction ramps up and the first mega concourse takes shape. Industry insiders are watching these contract awards closely. They'll set the pace for everything that follows. Meanwhile, rival airports aren't standing still. Riyadh's King Salman International is targeting 120 million passengers by 2030, and Doha's Hamad International plans to boost its own capacity with new terminals by 2029. Every slip in Dubai's timeline opens the door for these competitors. The global spotlight will be on Dubai's progress, contract signings, and how fast those cranes rise in the desert. Each milestone here sends a signal. Which hub will lead the next era of aviation? In 2024, Dubai's government approved a record 128 billion dirham plan to expand Al Maktoum International into the world's largest airport, targeting up to 260 million passengers a year and 5 parallel runways. The project's scale is driven by Dubai International, already handling over 92 million travelers in 2024, with no room left to grow. Documents show Phase 1 aims for 150 million passengers within the decade, while the design divides the hub into 8 modular terminals to keep operations human scale. Yet, challenges remain. The full airline transition is scheduled by 2032, but previous global megahubs have faced delays and migration risks. Surface transport projects like Etihad Rail and metro extensions are still in development, with confirmed completion dates outstanding. As construction advances, milestones like the 29028 stress test and Concourse 1 contracts will reveal if this vision becomes reality. What is certain, Dubai is reshaping the global aviation map, setting new benchmarks for capacity and connectivity on a scale the world has never seen.